all across the top of the room were smoky Bandit signs, gas signs, and Trans Am related signs, and all of them burned off the wall save one. And the irony of that one sign surviving is just ridiculous, because the only sign that survived the fire from the wall is the Texaco Fire Chief sign.
Dave Hall called us from Restore Muscle Car, needed a favor, which whenever I call him, he needs a favor, he just does it. Yeah. So they had two of their top Trans Ams that were on Bandit Run were in a fire. They don't know how to go on a trailer and back to his shop. So we're gonna take the RTD 80, not the RTD 35, which you guys haven't seen yet. We're gonna put it on this and we're gonna go get them right now, because he said they need to be picked up today. So we're going to Keller, Texas, picking up two burned Trans Ams with our RTD 80. What's an RTD 80? You're fixing to find out. We're in Keller, Texas. Dave Hall called, needed a favor. He's got his rig here, and he wanted us to rescue two Restomod Trans Ams that are in this house that got burnt, and they could not figure out how to get them out. Pretty sure the RTD 80 will get them out. What do you think, Alex?
I think so.
Junior?
I think so too.
Can we get them on there?
Yep.
Let's do this. Somebody gotta do it. I love a challenge.
You got one.
Kirby, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
Good to see you as always.
Yeah, it's good to see you, sir.
Good, good. How are you, sir?
How are you?
It's all right.
Good.
Give us a call.
Hey, David.
Good, buddy. How are you?
I am sorry for your loss, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Alex Bowling, Sack on the camera.
Hey guys, that's my wife Lori. So this is our this is my 77.
My heart just
Special
literally
edition.
dropped. Oh my god.
Yeah. Tan interior, 4-speed. Bert's autograph on the glove box. And this is where this has been sitting since July 7th. And that's when we had our fire. Electrical fire. It started somewhere up there. And the whole thing just went up like a bonfire. That's Lori's 79 Heritage Brown Trans Am.
Hi, Lori.
Hi.
And that was a gift from her dad. Wow. When she was a girl.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Yeah.
However, we're going to pick them up and get them out of here and get to Restore Muscle Car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to see them like this. I've had this car for over 34 years. My college car. Good thing she can't speak. She has stories to tell. But yeah, my dad was a classic car dealer, and this was the car I wheeled and dealed with him. Traded in my first car, which was the '77 Camaro, same colors, Heritage Brown, Camel Tan interior, and then an additional '67, which I should have never given up, Raleigh Sport Super Sport, gold on gold. For this, because when he brought it in, I mean, who wouldn't fall in love with a '79 Trans Am?
Agreed.
So, wow. To see her sitting like this, I cannot say it doesn't hurt a whole lot. But,
we are actually honored to be here. Dave called us. We brought our best piece of equipment that we have.
thank you.
I
We
mean, the
appreciate
biggest,
it.
baddest thing we've got.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
We will not damage them. You might think we are, but we're not.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I look at it this way. amount of fire and the heat that went through this, the fact that there's this much of these vehicles, I still have a little bit of a seat. There's actually a little bit of foam padding still in here. So, you know, the fact that there's still this much of this car left, given the heat that this thing endured, is amazing.
You know what? You need three things to have a car. You need the engine, you need the transmission, and you need the VIN on the cow. Both cars have all three things. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. Dave and his team are gonna take a look at it, and I actually think probably hers is a better, more realistic candidate for possibly getting restored. But we're gonna see. We're just not ready to throw them in a junkyard right now. So
Well, Dave and I are really good friends. And he's not extremely happy with Alex and I right now because we have 32 Trans Ams. No, that are sitting outside in the basement. That
Understandable.
I would imagine one of the roofs would go really well in this car, right, Alex? But
probably gonna need it.
we're selling them at auction. So, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So,
No. Yeah.
sorry, you guys. Drag.
Well, here's my PSA for life. Everybody here, put a smoke detector in your garage, please, because they don't have one. And if you'd asked me, I would have bet you $100 that they did.
Would have given us about a 20-minute
But
head
it
start.
is, yeah,
We had
at
about
least
3
a
minutes to
20-minute
get out of the
heads up that
house.
this was
Yeah.
happening. Because until our neighbor knocked on the door to tell us there was smoke coming out of our windows, there was no clue inside this house that anything was on fire.
Well, are you guys ready?
So
Because we're going to have these out of here in 30 minutes.
let's do it.
Not 3 hours, not 4 hours, not 5 hours, 30
Let's
minutes.
do it. Let's get this baby back on the road.
do it,
Get
Alex?
Back on the road.
I think I can.
Okay.
So this garage was fully decorated with all of our die-cast memorabilia, all of our Bandit run and Smoking the Bandit memorabilia. All across the top of the room were Smoky Bandit signs, gas signs, and Trans Am related signs, and all of them burned off the wall save one. And the irony of that one sign surviving is just ridiculous, because the only sign that survived the fire from the wall is the Texaco Fire Chief sign.
All right, ma'am. You're in charge. His first or yours first? How about yours? All right, fair enough.
He's getting the train.
Because he's right on the money. So, Alex, I think the goal is to get it out where you get it from the side. Got time, Dragon Alex. Don't cry. No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't cry. It's all right. It'll get restored. It's fine. Dave will take care of it.
My dad passed 20 years ago. So this is one of my last connections to my dad. As a wheeler dealer, when he started to inject gasoline, I traded it back to him for an 83 year old Atlanta. Which then probably left me on the side of the road with transmission problems. But he loved this car. He loved it as much as I did, and kept.
Well, we're here to save it. You will get saved, okay? You will get saved.
38 years of the car's a lot.
Okay? are a total loss. They are not a total loss. Why? Because they're not rusty. They were Texas cars. They're very solid chassis. The VIN numbers are still good. Firewalls are good. And Restore Muscle Car can literally restore anything. Dave Hall's got almost 400 Trans Ams. That is not an exaggeration. If he doesn't have enough Trans Ams, I got 32 of them. These are going to be restored. Husband and wife team, emotional deal, family members. Watch this the next 2 years, what Dave does. Amazing. So, I know it's an emotional time for you guys. I'm sorry for your loss in the cars. However, they're going to restore a muscle car, which is what they do, and they're going to get restored. But give us a quick backstory on these two Trans Ams.
So, the first one sitting up there is my 1979 Pontiac Trans Am Brown Sugar. She's heritage brown, camel tan interior, and my dad, who was a classic car dealer, I won't say gave her to me, he traded me for her in 1984, June of 1984. I've had her ever since then. My dad passed 20 years ago, and so she holds a great deal of meaning for me. So, needless to say, when that fire came through, it tore part of my heart.
But it's not lost.
It's not lost. And to hear Dave say that, and to hear you say that, and to see her sitting up there, she actually looks in much better shape. And to know that she can come back from this and literally be a phoenix rising from the ashes, truly, it makes my heart happy. And my dad somewhere is going, get it, baby girl.
It will be safe. I would imagine it's probably going to be 2 years, but...
And that's fine, we're not in any hurry, it's one of those things that it's worth it, because it's not only just a part of my life, it's what I was driving when we met. Our kids rode in it when they were little to car shows from the time they were born.
But the heart and soul of that car is still there.
It's still there.
The motor, the transmission, the rear diff, the VIN number, and the cowl and the firewall is what matters.
And it made it.
They're still there.
How it made it through that intense fire, I don't know, but it made it.
I walked up and the first thing I did is wipe off both VINs, and they're good.
Yeah.
Which they shouldn't be.
I know.
No.
As hot as cars got.
Fire is a crazy thing.
By all rights, those cars should be nothing but just ash from the fire that
But they're not.
But they're not. So there's a reason.
The second car.
That was my 1977, is my 1977 Pontiac Trans Am Special Edition. 10 interior, 4-speed. One of only 1,700 made like it in 1977.
So, sorry to interrupt. One of the most desirable Trans Ams, period.
Yeah.
Bar none, period.
It is, because we've done some looking lately to see what it would take, and
you can't find
you
one.
literally, not only can you not just not find one that's too expensive, you cannot find one. So we know how rare this loss is for us. I was one of Dave Hall's first Restore Muscle Car customers back in 2006. When he was in a tiny little garage in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Right.
And we did some business back then, and then we developed a friendship and decided it'd be kind of a cool idea to maybe start this crazy thing called the Bandit Run. And that was the lead car on the first Bandit Run, and led us from Texarkana to Atlanta. And it's been doing so almost every year ever since.
So Dave and I have known each other for a long time. We're car friends, and we're personal friends at this point. So when he calls to ask for a favor, it's rare. And he goes, I need a favor. Which is fine. I'm in no matter what that favor is. He goes, but I need this done quickly. Fair enough. So, but if I called him in Nebraska and I had like a Jeep deal that I needed taken care of, he would just handle it.
Yeah.
So we are here to handle this deal for you guys.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
So much.
Absolutely.
You don't know,
No, we're actually honored to be here. I mean, they're great cars. I know you guys are upset, but they are savable. Believe it or not, we have done worse.
I'm glad to hear that.
The car community is just such a special, tight-knit community, especially when you barrel it down to these F-bodies and the Trans Ams and the Firebirds. I mean, we all kind of have this kind of strange kinship, I think.
Oh, it's a huge passion.
Not just for the cars, but for everything that goes with it. A lot of us, we adore the Smokey and the Bandit movie. That's kind of why we got into it. But it's a real tight-knit community, and we've learned through all this, how great people can be.
To a lot of people,
we're really appreciative.
Across the U.S.
Yes.
A lot of people look at these and they go, they're just old cars.
Oh, no.
To the Trans Am community especially, they understand. And they understand why I fell apart when I watched my car burn.
And the Bandit Run is a special community deal. It's almost like a fraternity, if you will, for people on Trans Ams.
It is. It's a family. And we had, as soon as this happened, they all were immediately, what can we do? How can we help? And then they were like, okay, everybody start looking for cars.
Well, that's why Alex and Zach and I are here. We're here to help. We're not charging Dave for this, and we're certainly not charging you for this. We are honored to be here to rescue these and get them on the trailer and get them on the way to Nebraska.
I'm not sure how we would have gotten them out of the garage.
I don't know either.
Alex and I know, but it would have been 4 or 5 hours, right?
Yeah.
The old way. And this is why we have Viper forklifts.
Yeah.
This was the most amazing and most efficient removal I think is ever possible.
Honestly, we were dreading this day.
Yes.
Because we had no idea how
Extremely.
this was going to get how we were going to get this out of the garage, if they were going to come out in one piece.
Well, initially, demolition people were saying, we'll just demolish the house with the cars in it.
No.
And we're like, over our dead bodies.
No.
And then it was like, how are you going to get them out? And we're like, we don't know, but we'll figure it out. And so you guys...
I tell you what, I cannot wait.
For
in my opinion, it's going to be 2 years, but I hope to see you guys in 2 years when Dave unveils those 2 cars, and they are going to be better than new.
We'd love to have you there for that.
Yeah, you better be there. We'll throw a big party. We'll have all of our friends and Bandit Run family come out, and it will be a remarkable day to see those birds back.
Outstanding. I got one question for you guys. Where's the best local place to eat?
The best local place to eat, Horizon 76, owned by a local chef. That's really good. It's like probably just a couple of cuts above, grill food. It's very good. It's almost gourmet in a grill environment. So, Horizon 76.
Just hit my note right there.
They've got a
Horizon 77 it is. So
they've got a grilled bologna sandwich, make you slap your mama.
Yeah.
I grew up on grilled bologna.
They got a good grilled bologna.
Does it have Miracle Whip?
I believe it
They'll
does.
serve
Yeah,
velveety
they'll put
cheese.
Yeah, and they've got what's the one I always did? The chicken club with an aioli sauce on it that is just yum.
Perfect. We're going to Horizon 77. Thank you guys for your time.
You're very
Sorry for your loss.
So much. Thank you.
I mean,
Appreciate it.
we're in for you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I don't know how to tell you. I hope you know I'm sorry for your loss, but
We don't know how to thank you for this.
They're going to a good home.
I mean, truly.
Only car people understand what all this means to others.
Yes.
we're honored to be here. Me and Alex.
And I hope
guys, thank you so much.
Thank you
no
so
problem.
much. I hope you guys understand how much this means to us. Because
If you guys want to meet us at Horizon 77 where we go, let's go eat.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the Texas loaded baked potato,
Okay. Which one you want?
beef tenderloin, with cheddar cheese, onion, and jalapenos.
Okay, gotcha. And then for you,
I'll get the 76 filet,
how do you want it cooked?
medium rare,
2 sides.
and I will get the duck fries and mac and cheese.
And it's for somebody who has a mind of its own and does anything it wants to without you, break
There you
standards,
go.
whatever. And it's the
I know we
Christina
need an
Award.
extra plate. I will bring it. I didn't have enough room on that tray, so bear with me, okay?
Would you get a baby fillet?
A fillet, mac and cheese, and duck fries.
All right, the bacon shrimp.
Some butter?
Bacon shrimp, the hot bacon shrimp, or the hot bacon shrimp. You did? Bacon? Yeah, I got bacon rub shrimp?
Gee, you got shrimp twice today.
Crispy chicken and a chicken pie.
I like shrimp.
I like the crispy chicken.
Crispy chicken.
So I got a loaded baked potato filled with tenderloin, which is pretty cool. Alex actually got the filet himself.
I did.
So I think My Best Buy is gonna be better than yours.
There's a lot of starch down there.
Watch this.
This mac and cheese is awesome.
Nope. I got tenderloin, cheese, jalapenos. You do your Best Buy, I'll do mine. How's that standing?
With the fillet. You should try it.
Okay. Duck tips, duck fries, duck goose. All right, we'll see you guys in Wylie.
It's got its own house.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that a mini Hubble?
Look at yourself. You can see every pore.
Man, I look really old.
At least